Hi boys and girls, welcome back. This is a special video. It's not one of the lessons in your book, but it's definitely a lesson that we believe will be super helpful for you. One of the things that we need to be able to do is interpret word problems when we're solving. In real life, you're not likely to see an equation that simply says, oh, 3 divided by 1/2 is. You're likely to need to solve a real world problem, which is why that's the standard. So what we're hoping that you understand by the end of this lesson is how to solve a real world problem in which you have to interpret exactly what you're supposed to do. Now, interpret means decide or understand. It really means to pull the information from the word problem so that you know exactly what to do. And I'm going to try to teach you how to do that in this video. So we'll definitely make sense of problem solving. You must understand the structure of equations in order to solve this correctly. You absolutely must attend to precision, which we have to say is a strength of our CCA students. You must be able to use the appropriate tools, though we are going to use some models instead of actually using manipulatives that you see in this picture. And we might critique the reasoning of others. Not really. I'm not going to give you a problem that's wrong because I really want you to interpret the problems we have correctly. But if you come across an error in the video, then you by all means should tell me what it is. You definitely need to reason abstractly and quantitatively. Are we ready? Okay. How do I know which operation to choose? These are the strategies you'll see me using throughout this video. You will definitely see me use cubes. And I won't just be circling and underlining and boxing just for the fun of it. I'm really going to use those strategies to make important things stand out to me as I interpret the problem. We will visualize. You will need to see what's going on in your head. Sometimes in your math book, it's called like act it out. You might act it out on the paper or act it out in real life. Unfortunately, you'll be in a lot of situations where trying to act out the problem might not be the best choice, like during a test. So we're hoping that you can visualize, and you can even visualize acting something out. Also, we will draw it out and write it out. This one is going to be extremely helpful to you as you grow in your mathematics skills. Writing equations and being able to interpret a word problem to write an equation is a skill that will definitely come in handy as you grow. Let me give you an example of what I mean. Mr. Loveland has 4 3/4 gallons of lemonade in a large vat. A large vat is a container. He pours 3 mugs that hold 3/8 of a gallon each. Notice I'm saying of a gallon or 3/8 gallon. We don't say gallons because 3/8 is not a whole gallon, so we can't add an S. How many gallons, this is important, how many gallons of lemonade does he have left? Left is an action word. Mr. Loveland has 4 3/4 gallons of lemonade in a large vat. He's going to pour 3 mugs. That's extremely important. And then what I need to do, put a little star by that and underline it, is write an equation used to solve this problem. Some of you might already be like, oh my gosh, Miss Addison, what are they talking about? Well, let's go back and use our strategies. I have already done cubes. I can already visualize the problem, but I'm going to use what I visualize to help me draw it out. So in my mind, I see 4 gallons, and I know what a gallon container looks like. But instead of drawing a gallon container, I'm going to interpret that or represent the gallon containers as boxes. Now, because he has 4 3/4, I know he has more than 4. he has 3/4. So I'm going to have my 3/4 show up in this box that I just drew. So I need 5 boxes because I have more than 4 gallons. Okay, and this represents 4 3/4. Because the denominator is 4, I'm going to go ahead and split these into fourths just so I can see what's going on. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, and 3/4. He pours 3 mugs that hold 3/8 of a gallon each. So he got rid of some of it, and each mug holds 3/8 of a gallon. Well, now I have to think, okay, I have 3 mugs, and each mug holds 3/8. What does that look like to me? Well, it looks like repeated addition because it's the same numbers over and over. So I could do repeated addition, or I could do multiplication. So I have 3 mugs that are 3/8. I'm going to multiply. So I have 9/8. 3 times 3, multiply the numerator. 3 times 3 is 9. 1 times 8 is 8. So I have 9/8 here. What am I going to do now? Well, I realize that if he pours, Boxword, if he pours 3 mugs that hold 3/8 of a gallon each, this is how much he pours. I need to subtract what he pours from what he has, and that will give me my answer. So it looks like my equation so far is 4 3/4 minus 9/8. What do I do now? You're exactly right. I am going to find a common denominator so that I can subtract. First, I'm going to rename the mixed number as an improper fraction. That'll make it easier for me. Where's the mixed number, Miss Addison? Oh, don't worry. The mixed number is right here. How do we do that? 4 times 4 is 16, plus 3 is 19. So I have 19/4 minus 9/8. Let's make 19/4. Let's rename it as an equivalent fraction that has a common denominator. So if I wanted to 19/8 to be, let me put that clearer for you. If I wanted 19/4, let's do it over here. If I wanted 19/4 to be 8, then I would have to multiply the denominator and the numerator by 2. What is 19 times 2? Think about it. 10 plus 10 plus 18 is 38. Good. All right, so we have 38/8 minus 9/8 equals, you're right, 29/8. He has 29/8 lemonade left. Oh dear, we're not done, boys and girls, because our responsibility was to write an equation that could be used to solve this problem. So let's write out this equation. What is it? Take your time. It is 4 3/4. That's what we did, right? That was what we started with. Minus what? The 3 mugs. What was the total of the 3 mugs? 9/8. But how did we get that? It was 3 times 3/8. And what was the answer? 29 eighths. I hope this helps you understand how we have to take our time. We can use visualization, drawing it out, and writing it out to help us solve or interpret word problems. I'm going to do another video with a few other problems in different types. I hope you'll keep watching. Thanks.